And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken short.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go heavy. Let's go heavy. Let's go.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go, T. Hey, just go. Me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. On second down, it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
That's fielded in the end zone. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Hill. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Hill. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Let's get it. Now.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. A first down carry for Henry. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On the ball.
On second down now, it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points up. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Here we go. 8, read. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. 2nd and 9 now. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Here's Hill now after the interception. This pass complete to Higgins. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. On first down, it's Hill. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? 70, Indy.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Check 26, check 26. Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 41 yards. And this is Cook with the grab. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11th. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his left. Touchdown! And the New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Single, single. Single, single. 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Hill. He's going to look deep down the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Hill. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 2nd and 10, Hill. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Panthers. 52 yards. On 1st down, it's Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Tight dog. Watch out. Yep. Watch out. 47 line. On the hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Come on, set. 8, read. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun, Hill out to his left. And now he'll let this one go. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
54 ready.
Hill on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Hill. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And again, it's Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Gives it to the first man through, the fullback Arma. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 52. Check 4, check.
Second and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I've given him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know? The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Hill. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Now Hill looking to throw on first. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. On 1st and 10, Hill buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack on first down, Hill, open man is Noah Brown. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Noah Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. Looks good on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And a busy night for Henry continues. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A shotgun handoff to Henry.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. He's going to take a shot for the ends. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2nd and 10. Hill again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. The Saints on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check three.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll run on first down. Henry, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. On first down, Hill, and brought in by the tight end Cook. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hill looks to throw, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Hill now operating from the red zone, escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 10, Hill dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 2nd and goal, Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? You don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Hill steps away. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run it again with Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Looking to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look